Tonight, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Green Bay Packers taking on the Chicago Bears.
Snow and Lambeau, Coach. Something about that combo that just works, like peanut butter and jelly. And we've got half a foot of the white stuff and still coming down here in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay. And this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gaudin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because it actually affects the crowd as well. That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number one along with the rest of this Packer offense.
I think Aaron Rodgers is one of the poster boys for persistence and belief in self. Because coming out of high school, he had 0 scholarship offers in the D1 level, went to a junior college, went to Cal and just blew up there. And then, of course, there's a first-round draft pick, but a lot lower than what he expected in the first round, and then had to sit behind Brett Favre for a few years in Green Bay before getting his shot. Now he's probably one of the better quarterbacks that we've seen come down the pipe.
Rodgers now on first down. That's caught. It's Robert Thomas. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive. Able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. I thought the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
First carry now for David Montgomery. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here.
The quarterback on the scramble. A gain of 22 yards.
Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver, from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour. But they run the option here on 1st and 10. And some room to work. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Offense.
Don't do us like that.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he finds his tight end, Graham. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Complete to Jimmy Graham. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down. at their 48-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second and 14. And this is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call? I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
First down, Rodgers. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stopped short of the 30. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel that you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On second down, it's Jones, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Incomplete.
They've given some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, Rodgers. Caught left side by Funchess. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Funchess with a catch over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Rodgers again now. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. The Bears in good field position to start out. 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They run, Montgomery, and he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how Offensively, they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
His guys have the lead as the white stuff continues to fall. And for the call of the second half, we give it back to Brandon Gaudin.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. Here's Cohen now to return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. 25-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. What I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That was all Preston Smith. Navigating into the backfield. He gets the tackle for loss.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to launch this, and this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there, and he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Well, after the loss on 1st down, they're going to walk that line and understand they don't have to rush just yet. But time is still going to be a factor in their decision-making. Call your play. Make sure everyone knows what they're doing. You have to score a touchdown here. You've got to find a way to cash in.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And he's got it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Bears have taken the lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown.
Let's go!
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this. Yet, they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. The field goal. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Rodgers now on first down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. To throw again, Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Rodgers to throw once more. And that will be incomplete as well.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. And Crosby puts it through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. run the clock down, make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw here.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Second down, Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So now Rodgers in the pack. Down 7-6. 1:53 remaining. And they need at least 30 yards, you'd have to think, here to move the football to have a shot. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw.
And that'll be complete to Dillon.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Rodgers to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have the Packers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Casey, a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
First down now, but that clock rolling. To throw is Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. His throw incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might try to rush back into this stadium.
What looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Back to throw, Rodgers. That's caught at the 3. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? Open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
touchdown. Here's Crosby to kick it away. Here's Cohen now to return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Darnell Mooney the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
14.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL.